Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day today. In the box is something pretty insane. I found a guy online who would do 3D printed guitar bodies. And as soon as I saw what he was doing, I placed an order. Took a month and a half, 2 months to actually get here. So I'm super pumped to open this up, see what it's like. I've never had my hands on a 3D printed guitar body before, so I have no idea what to expect, but he was good. He sent me pictures as it was kind of getting printed and all that stuff. But anyway, let's open it up and check this thing out. Well, here it is, you guys. Like I said, I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on this. The box itself is super light, so I can't imagine what the body's gonna be like. You can sort of see a little sneak peek of that honeycomb body shape. Oh man. It's gonna be wild. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if I can get it out. Here we go. Oh man, look at that color. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get rid of the box. And there we go. Look at this thing, you guys. How insane is that? It is light. It is incredibly light. I'll throw it on the scale after a bit here. Also got him to 3D print a pickguard. I'm going to try a traditional Strat guard on here too, just to see if the holes he put in all lined up. But as you can see, it's going to be a humbucker build. I've got a lot of crazy parts for this build. I'm still waiting on a neck that I ordered. Yeah, probably 2 months ago as well. That's getting built still. It's going to be insane. The neck is going to be just as, yeah, anyway. Got some cool things planned, but I just waited so long for this that I knew I had to get this one. Yeah, anyway, out of the box. So let's take a closer look. So here's what the 3D printed Strat body looks like in the hand. Now, of course, this is going to be an outrageous super Strat build. We got the 2 humbuckers there. We're going to do some electronics, trem system, all that kind of stuff upcoming. As I mentioned, I'm still waiting on the neck. So the full build's probably, well, it'll happen as soon as that neck gets here. So stay tuned for that. We got the grab handle here. Tons of fun. And of course, we got the honeycomb hexagons that when you get, you know, right at the angle, you just see right through the guitar. So cool. No idea what it's going to sound like, but of course, we'll go on that journey together. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we got sort of a bigger center block here that I think he printed off separately and then used adhesive to put all the wings on and all that kind of stuff. So you sort of have a central core where the trem system, the neck, and all that kind of stuff will go on. All right, so let's go ahead and remove the stock pickguard. It is very, very cool. He 3D printed this as well, and it's got a nice kind of cool texture to it. Yeah, really neat, kind of very unique pickguard. So if that ends up on the custom build, I think that'll be really cool. So as I mentioned, there's sort of like that central core where most of the action is going to happen. You got your trem system, your neck, and everything on that, yeah, central kind of plastic beam. I don't know how to describe it, but the guy I was dealing with, Matt, he really knew guitars. So it's not like he was just a random, you know, 3D print guy. He definitely knew about instruments, which was really helpful. So we decided to go with a 6-screw trem system. I'm going to be able to make it work for sure. But we decided against a 2-point just because I told him, you know, like, I want to be able to use this guitar heavily, right? Like, it's not going to be a toy. It's not just going to be a gimmick. This is going to be like a pretty cool musical instrument. So we decided to go with something a little stronger there, and we'll see how that works out, right? But that's the plan anyway. So yeah, there's some cool touches there for sure. Like, look at this. There's a little wiring groove, I guess, in the plastic. So when you run all your wiring here, you can put it right underneath the pickup. That's a nice little touch. You can see a seam here, and where? A seam right there. So looks like he printed maybe in one big piece here, one big piece here, and then a central core, and then he used epoxy to, you know, link it all together. So that's pretty cool. Let's check out the back. So there's, yeah, just a look at the back. The cavity cover is, yeah, there you can see that seam, hopefully, if it's not getting overexposed. Yeah, and it's just going to be like a traditional guitar. He's already put a hole right there for the wiring, so that's awesome. I don't have to drill that. What about the control cavity? Oh, there it is right there. Very cool. He just like printed a tube to go from this cavity to the output jack right there. There's that little wiring tube. I don't know if, yeah, you can see the hole right there. So yeah, he's done a really good job on this. This is pretty cool. I am curious if just regular Strat parts will fit. So I'm going to grab a loaded pickguard here. And I'm just going to see if the screws and if everything will wire up, just in case any of you guys want to or are thinking of, you know, possibly ordering something in the future. Let's see if this all works. I just got to get the wiring in the channel there. Let's see if I can get that lined up for you guys. There we go. Okay, so there's just a regular Strat guard. I'm going to see if the screws line up. Well, clearly this is not the look I'm going for, but I wanted to try it out for you guys. So I've just put in 4 screws, as you can see, but all the screw holes are lining up. So that's good news. So official Fender parts will fit on here. You got your single coils, your switch, your knobs, everything is working just fine. So that's great news. Fender parts absolutely will fit. Now, the next thing I want to verify is that a Fender neck is going to fit in this pocket. If it doesn't, well, we're in a bit of trouble. I have not tried it yet, so let's do it together. Now, the neck that's gonna go on this guitar, as I've mentioned, it's not here yet. We're playing the waiting game on that, but it's gonna be pretty cool. So let's just grab something with the proper Fender dimensions and see if it fits. So I went looking around in my parts bins, and the only Fender style neck I have is this glass neck by Morningstar Glass Guitars. It's a super cool neck. I've had it on 2 different Fender guitars, so I can verify that this heel is perfect. It will represent a Fender neck exactly, but all my other wooden necks are currently attached to project guitars or regular guitars, and I don't want to pull them apart right now. So anyway, this one's gonna fit if the neck pocket on the body is right. So let's go ahead and check it out. Well, here we go. Let's find out if this neck fits into the neck pocket. As I mentioned, I have not done this yet, so let's do it together. See if I can get the angle right. And there it goes. Okay, so it's definitely gonna fit. There is a little wiggle room here. I'm gonna actually put in a plate and some screws. So I've got some hardware here. I'm going to try to actually put the neck on and just see if there's any gaps, you know, along here, and just see how tight it's going to fit. Because as I mentioned, this fits perfectly on Fender bodies. So here we go. So here it is. This thing actually looks pretty awesome with the glass neck on here. It's not going to stay on there, but yeah, it actually looks really, really cool with this. It's got a whole see-through kind of vibe going on there. Yeah, really cool. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. Fits nice. It fits with the pickguard on there, and as you can see, no real big gaps along there or there. So yeah, fits good. That gives me a ton of confidence, so I know when I get my actual parts, everything is going to go in, hopefully without any trouble at all. So yeah, it looks really cool actually. There's one thing I want to do. I want to try weighing this body, which is obviously very light, versus a Strat body. So let's do that. Just because I'm personally curious as to how light this will be. Yeah, so let's head over to the scale. All right, so let's start off with the Strat body. This is an American standard. It does have pickups in it, but no trem system. So we're talking, well, close to 5 pounds, 4.9 pounds, hovering right between 4 and 5 pounds. Okay, so let's grab the 3D printed body here. Does have the pickguard, no trem system, no pickups. So bear that in mind. And we're talking 3.3 pounds. So almost 2 pounds lighter. This thing is very, very light. So that pretty much wraps up the unboxing of the 3D printed Stratocaster body. I'll link to this guy down in the video description below. I just found his shop on Etsy, which is where I sell all my worksheets and stuff. So I chatted with him. He seemed like a good guy. And yeah, so far it looks really good. But like I said, I won't be able to say my final thoughts until the permanent neck is on and string tension is up and, you know, the trem system is on and all working. Because, you know, as I was chatting with him, I'm like, you know, the bodies look awesome. It would be a killer wall hanger just to look at, but I actually want to play it. I actually want to be able to use it and abuse it and take it places and play in front of people with it. I want it to be a fully functional guitar. So I'm not going to be able to, you know, comment on that until I actually have the build fully completed. So stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so because it's going to be a lot of fun. But there you go. That's just the first unboxing and yeah, just first look at the 3D printed body. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video and have yourself a great weekend.